Hey YouTube, been a while. I'm back for a quick update on pretty much everything crypto in general. Bitcoin right now, it's looking like it could go either way still for me. I know a lot of people are saying this is the journey back up for the end of the year to six-figure Bitcoin, and I think that's still entirely possible. But the fundamental background of what's happening with regulation and everything, I think there may still be some hiccups to go. So, still sitting on the sidelines. If I see somewhere in the 30s again, I might pull the buy trigger. Um, I'm thinking maybe 38 or $39,000 would probably be a good low to see. And if we see that and we retest some certain key price action, then I think that's pretty much a good touch point to go back up, be very bullish, very long run, without any significant hiccups from there. That's what I think, anyways. But not a financial advisor. Do your own research. So also, a lot of crypto projects have been finally coming to fruition for me, which is why I've been kind of busy doing that and not making videos along with my day job. Obviously, front and center is Helium in my life right now. And just a quick review on how that's going. I am incredibly bullish on Helium. I know I've made some videos in the past and I haven't updated too many on that, but it's for a couple of reasons. One, I know the miners are terribly hard to get a hold of, so who am I really doing the videos for? If you're watching videos on Helium, you probably already know how awesome it is, and you don't have a miner, or you're waiting for a miner, and it's just frustrating. So, updates to the projects, stuff like that. Maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not. Let me know. Leave me some comments, give me some feedback. But for me, I have deployed several Helium hotspot miners. I've had some troubleshooting I've had to deal with, things that I did not anticipate, because it's really sold as kind of a plug and play kind of thing, and it is for the most part, but every install, as I'm going through this and learning more and more about it, everything is just a little bit different. There are so many variables from the make of your miner, the antenna, um, characteristics of the location. There's so many variables that you have to work with and sometimes problem solve. Sometimes the network itself is experiencing trouble, so you don't really know if it's a good spot or not. And the weather can play havoc on some things. There's just a lot of things, and every time you want to make an adjustment, you never really want to change too many things at once. Just like anything else, you want to change one variable and then see what happens, and wait a couple days, change another variable, see what happens, wait a couple days. And it can be a time-consuming process depending on how many things are going wrong at any given point. There can be quite a few. To be honest, I've had no installs without problems. Not significant, but problems that need to be dealt with regardless. But it is worth it in my opinion, because I see Helium going to be very successful. The explosion in the popularity is continuing. There are new miners coming online every single hour of the day, and that is another thing to keep in mind. You know, when you're putting up a hotspot in a place that you think's real good, and then all of a sudden 18 other hotspots pop up around it. I mean, sometimes you got to work with what you got. You can't just choose a different house if you somewhere else if you don't know that person, right? But for me, it has been a little bit of a challenge to deal with a lot of that stuff. But like I said, pretty excited. If I can get these things to operate on cruise control after a while, where they're just in the background earning passive income, that's my dream. That's my Helium empire that I'm trying to build, and I think it can get there. So there's a lot of, with that being said, a lot of changes have just been released with the POC 11 that's going to be coming live soon. I'm not going to go into the details of that. Again, like I feel like this channel is just going to broadly touch on a lot of things and not go into too much boring detail. I feel like my audience has, just judging on the YouTube statistics, my audience has no attention span, or they just decide they don't like my videos very quickly. So still, I don't know. Leave me some feedback, guys. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm just going to touch broadly on a lot of things. And if anybody wants detail on something, let me know. I'll do another video on it. So that being said, I also I have been getting into some other plug and play miners, so to speak. I did a video earlier on the deeper miner, and where I was doing a back and forth. I had decided not to use the miner I had because of some issues with security that I was concerned about, and I've gone ahead and done another flip and decided to give it a try. I am a little bit more comfortable knowing that you can turn off BitTorrent sharing, which I'm not going to get too technical on if you don't know like what kind of stuff you're dealing with the DPN stuff. Just basically, when you're sharing your bandwidth, there are security concerns, and that is the last thing I need in my life right now. So, but I decided to use it, give it a shot. So I've been doing the process of using that and trying to build my credit score on that. That's how the thing operates when it mines. Is you got to go through a staking process and building your credit score. And let me know if you want me to do a video on that. Not going to go into too much detail. One of the other plug and play miners that I feel a little bit more confident about and a little bit more excited about. I'm excited about DPN. I do think the project's going to be successful, and they're partnered. They're trying to be partnered with Helium. They have one that they're going to try to be a dual miner. And if they pull that off, then definitely DPN, they're going to the moon, because everybody loves Helium, right? They're just going to piggyback on that. Despite, their project alone is pretty cool. So if they can piggyback off Helium, they're going to the moon. But another project I'm excited about is Planetwatch, which has a lot of potential. I actually just got one of the miners. I could do an unboxing. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's people think that's pretty cool. There's a lot of unboxing videos. Hey, I just got this. I think, like I said, you guys don't want to see me go through my unboxing videos. Don't seem to be very popular, so I'm not gonna take too much time about that. But while I open this up, I'll talk about what it is. It's like a sensor that measures air quality, and the mining actually isn't even active right now, which is, I got this a few days ago and I haven't even set it up yet. I haven't really been too motivated to spend my time doing the setup when I have so much other stuff to do, because the mining doesn't actually go live on this device until October. There are other devices that you can currently earn Planetwatch tokens on, but I hadn't been too excited about the project. I'd actually come across the project a few months ago, and I wasn't too excited about it for a few reasons. One, because the devices out there were just not something I really wanted to deal with. One, you have to keep on you at all times, kind of pair with your phone, kind of do some other stuff with. I didn't like that. So it's a nice little box. And then even after that, you have to actually buy a subscription to successfully mine the token. And it's like a year or 2 year subscription, and you got to renew it. And for me, the idea of having to purchase a subscription for a miner was just really off-putting. If I'm buying the hardware, I don't want to be tied to the service. It's just like imagine buying a GPU that you can mine Ethereum with if you buy a subscription to a mining pool or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it doesn't. I don't want to have a piece of useless equipment sitting around that I spent 200, $300 on just because I didn't pay the subscription fee. You know. With that being said, I ended up pulling the trigger anyways because I saw a lot more attention being paid to the project that I think maybe it was worth the risk of investment. That, yeah, sure, okay, maybe I'll buy this thing and I'll have useless hardware because the subscription is just gonna like be prohibitive. But I figured that the risk of investment was worth it because it's really not an expensive device. I think it's like $200. And I think the subscription, I haven't looked at it in a while actually. It could have changed. When I remember last looking at it, it was something like maybe $50 for a year or $80 for 2 years, somewhere around those lines. But anyways, it's an air quality sensor. You plug it in, it tells you what the temperature is or whatever stupid information, and you get the Planetwatch token. I just really like the idea of the plug and play miners, and if I can diversify into several types of miners that I can just plug in, forget about, and see what they generate, I want to get involved in that because I think that's just really cool. I know this isn't like a mining channel specifically, but yeah, I'm really sold on the miners. So lastly, my last video on CRO was wildly popular. I think I spammed it to the right channel. And I think I had a pretty good timing on it because CRO was really pumping right before, during, and after I posted the video, which I didn't plan, but I've been saying all along I'm extremely bullish on CRO. I hold a lot of CRO. I love CRO. I love it long term. I love it short term. I have been using that upgraded debit card with the rewards and just absolutely loving it. And like I said, I fully intend to upgrade to the next tier, which requires $400,000 worth of CRO. Don't know when that's going to be, but that's my plan there. So for the CRO community, maybe I'll keep doing more CRO-based videos. It's hard because not too much changes with CRO, other than like they have new marketing all the time, which that's actually kind of hard to keep up with because they are constantly partnering with just making massive marketing deals, which is, like I said, one of the reasons I'm so bullish on them. It's like they are making all of the right moves to fundamentally position themselves for really explosive growth and really explosive adoption with their coin. So one of the areas of concerns that I do have is the SEC going after exchange tokens. They've gone after BNB, I believe, and they're currently going after Coinbase just because they have a service which they're deeming to be a security because they have a interest-bearing returns on USDC, which everything offers, right? Including crypto.com. Now, they've gone after American companies. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing to foreign companies with American customers. So we already, I mean, as Americans, we are already banned from using certain crypto.com features like their exchange, which I think is pretty crummy. It's not the best exchange, to be honest. It doesn't have all that much volume, um, which I think part of the reason is because Americans are banned from using it. um, yeah, but it's just one of those things out there that who knows what's happening. That's just, to be fair, that's one of the risks. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to be treated going forward by American regulation. But I love them, and I'm continuing to dollar cost average a little bit every day by keeping Crow that I'm rewarded with from my purchases and whatnot, accumulating slowly. So yeah, the token went up to 19 or 20 cents recently. Like I said before, they still have not seen that actual like explosive growth that you see with all of the other exchange tokens happening that get popular. So I think once people realize how strong Crow is, they have a lot of good things coming on their timeline of development as well. So I think, like I said, that explosive growth is going to just be fuel on the fire for once people realize what this company is doing. Which is, I want to say behind the scenes, but they're not behind the scenes at all. They're so front and center, and I'm just the longer this thing goes without totally ripping to the moon, the more I think it will be melting faces on the way up when it does. So, yeah, what can I say? Crow to the moon. I still don't have my dog around to upload any video of her, so feel kind of weird having the Crypto Corgi channel without a Corgi, but there are just some technical hurdles going on in my life with that. She is doing well though, so no concerns there. But I don't want to rebrand the channel because I still like corgis, even if I don't have one. So yeah, that's about it. YouTube, let me know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Use my referrals. Sign up for Crow. We both get some free crypto. Yeah. Yep. Yep.